Hi there again, user with a very long name to your user profile on the forum. Regarding your question on how to fix a problem when you repair, and obviously you have analyzed through cleanup facet body and identified the problems. The problem for you is to find those issues. Now that can be tricky since this is a very tiny model and have very tiny facets to it, and that is probably down to the quality in the STL translation or the quality in the original system. So there are probably some things that would have to be done differently, or would be recommended to be done differently, quality-wise in the original model. Now, with that stated, there are things we can do, of course. So we're going to have to try to work with what we have. Now, looking at this faceted model, which I have here, a convergent body. Zooming in, we can see that, well, it looks pretty good, but if we look at these kind of bosses here, there's quite a few of them. They are what it seems to be a little bit, since they are really faceted, of a questionable quality, and that is probably down to the quality in the original system or the quality of the STL translation. So what can we do about it then? Well, I generally start by going to view to be able to see the facets. They appear to be quite nice, but they doesn't necessarily are nice due to that they could have some issues which could be identified with the part cleanup or cleanup facet body. Sorry, was a bit quick there. So we send all the analyzers, or we set all the analyzers, we give the body as input, and we say show us the result. Now it quickly comes back with 8 edges with folded facets. So we need to fix that, because that might be causing issues for you. Now the problem is, or could be, finding those. So if I go back there and if I say all to repair, and I do the same thing, we're going to see what the system will do for us. It will try to repair, and it will say repair failed. That means most likely that these issues are too difficult for the system to fix on itself intuitively, which means that we need to do a little bit of manual work here. So generally when I have a look at this, it kind of screams remesh. So I'm going to do a remesh. I'm going to select the body that I want as an input, the convergent body. I'm going to go a little bit bigger on the biggest facets, 0.5 millimeter. And the quarter tolerance is set to quite tight. I have a soft lock to keep sharp edges where they're supposed to be. And soft lock enables the system to a bit further optimize the geometry instead of hard lock, which is very rigid. So let's see what it does. Let's poke show result and let the system run off and do this. Now this will take a little bit of time, of course, since the system now have to kind of remap a mesh of facets on top of this with the given prerequisites here, variable facet size, and the maximum size is 0.5 with a chordal tolerance 0.01. In addition, we have the soft lock there added. Of course we are setting a small amount of, or we have a very tight, small facet size, and also well, that's given that the part is kind of small from start, since given this is a ring. So, but with that said, well, this looks good to me. Looks like it's actually cleaned up these small bosses here, if you like. Let's see here now if we do a view and turn off those facet edges. It's gonna look quite nice, but I still want those faceted edges, so we keep it as is there. And well, I'm happy with that remesh. I'm not gonna do a compare. I'm just gonna do it with what I have there. Okay. So now let's go back to part cleanup, or sorry, quick again, not part cleanup, cleanup faceted body. We send them all to analyze, and we make a check to see where we ended up. And it comes back with some more interesting issues here. We can now see that now it starts to highlight these areas. So these are probably the areas where I had the same issues or similar issues with the folded facets to start off with. But at the time and with the given situation, they were too tiny to kind of show up. Okay, so we're going to undo that, and we're going to send everything to repair. And we're going to see if the system can repair any of those issues for us. And we might have to go in and do a bit of those manually to fix them. But it should take care of at least some of them, the ones that are possible to fix. So we now know that we have 6 edges with folded facets, 7 intersection facets, and we can see that they are highlighting through here. We get these little blue areas here for the intersection facets. So we say okay to that. Means the highlight is still there. I can utilize that. And if we take a deeper study to this, we can see that this is the reason. We have facets going all over the place here, and we need to fix that. So I think I will just remove an area around here and simply replace it. So let's snip an area here. We can do single facets, or we could do rough brush, for instance. We're going to take out that area. We say remove selected. We say okay to that. And we do a refresh, F5, and we can see, yeah, we cleanly cut that hole there. Simply fill the hole back up. We can do it curvature, or we can do it, in this case, I'm happy with refined. So I'm going to use refined. And we fix that area. So back to the analyze. We do part cleanup, not the part cleanup still, cleanup facet body. Select the body in question, and we do an analyze to see what it does, if we have any issues remaining. So seems like we're taking care, or the system taking care of some of them for us. We now have one intersecting facet, and we can see that it's highlighting up here. And we can try to let's say do all repair. We send the system off to carry out our request and see if it can fix that area, or if there are some issues, underlying issues there with difficult geometry. We can see that while it fixes some of them, we still have the area there, so we say okay to that. Highlight still remains. We can see where the area is. We do the same as we did before. We're going to do a snip. We do a snip in that area. We remove the whole thing there. Say OK. Push F5 for refresh. Nothing there. We do a fill hole to fill it back up. We stick to refine. That's fine for our purpose. Remember, these are really, really tiny. And that should be it. So clean up facet body. Note, I got it right this time. And I'll do a check to what it actually does. There we go. So you should now have a faceted body good to go with whatever downstream endeavors you have for this. I hope this is all good for you. And all you good people out there, stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Over and out from Fred. Take care. Bye bye.